How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Good afternoon, Mr. Samargya. My name is Andrew Morgan. I think we've interviewed you before, and thank you for applying again. Can you spend a few minutes and tell us why you want to be a circuit court judge and why you think you're qualified for this spot?
Yes, the reason I'd like to be a circuit court judge is I believe at this point in my career, based on my background and experience, virtually most of my career has been in the courtroom. A high majority of it has been in the criminal arena. A minimal part of it would have been family law when I was in private practice. So the first thing is I think that my background lends itself and my skill set to being able to make the transition to the bench. I've always been told that I'm a person that, I know my temperament, I'm patient, I respect people across the board, and I believe that my career has demonstrated that I have the type of integrity and courage to follow the law, regardless of how it may look or what pressures are from the outside, that I would always follow the law and do what the law demands me to do. So I think my background and those qualities would be something that you all would be looking for on the bench.
What about your ability to defend the seat from a challenger? Because you
Yes.
run 2 elections and not been successful in that endeavor.
That's correct.
What would be different?
Well, what would be different is, and I highlighted it a little bit the last time around, but the thing I would point out is, look, we all know that experience is expensive, okay? I lost 2 elections, and I understand your concern about that. Hey, Bo lost 2 elections. Both of those I mentioned in the past, and I would highlight again, is that I did not get in the race early. I was a novice at understanding what the community, how much involvement they have and what kind of concerns they have for this type of a position. And so you have to make yourself known and be connected and I think put together a better campaign than I ever did. So the benefit you have that comes from my failures is that will never happen again. As a matter of fact, I would, in the event I was to be fortunate enough to go on the bench through the nomination process, I would start out right out of the gate with a professional consultant and start funding a campaign account and doing it a whole different way than thinking I can just handle it on my own. So, at the end of the day, there's nothing I'm going to be able to tell you that can convince you that I can defend the position any better than anybody else. But I think history has shown in this circuit that even someone that is, quote unquote, a player in the game still did not defend the position. And so the only promise I can tell you is that I won't lay down, and I certainly don't want to lose the position. I'm confident anybody that you nominate and that ends up getting appointed doesn't want to lose it. And I believe my failures are going to be a learning tool. That's an opportunity that has been presented to me not to make those types of mistakes again.
What, in the financial item, one of the items for value of assets was the Hartford $500,000. I don't know what that is.
That's money that is coming my way through a trust, and right now I am the trustee of that account, so I didn't want to leave it out.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any family law experience?
Yes, ma'am. I've practiced whenever I've been in private practice. Primarily, I practice in the arena of criminal, but I've had litigation in family law cases, contested and uncontested. I've also, I would say, in the practice, it was probably 25% of the practice. But whenever I was in private practice, I did handle family cases in court, you know.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
As a circuit court judge, you may be asked or be put in a position to impose a death penalty. Is that something that you would have trouble doing, or is that something you would be able to do?
That's something I could do. Certainly, once again, I have no type of background issues or beliefs that would prevent me from doing that. But secondly, you know, it is under the Florida law, that is an option for punishment, and I would follow the law regardless. But just to let you know, I don't have a belief or some type of underlying factor that would make it impossible for me to do that. I don't have that type of a barrier to that.
TAC?
Yes, TAC.
Yeah, what does that do primarily? You may have discussed.
Yeah, primarily what that is, in the last couple of years I've been practicing with them, and what we do is we do like a pretrial litigation. We develop witnesses to set up a defense for R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. We handle all tobacco lawsuits with our clients, R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company, and primarily what I do is interview and try to locate witnesses that would be you know, beneficial to R.J. Reynolds.
Last time we saw you, you were interviewing for a county court position. Between the county and circuit, where do you see yourself as the best fit?
Well, I think for me, I think the challenge in circuit court is more exciting for me, especially the style of cases you handle. Specifically in the criminal arena, it's more exciting. There's more, well, I don't want to say that, but I see it as more challenging, the different level of cases that you deal with there and the types of people that will appear before you, the intellectual stimulation that would be involved in those types of arguments and cases as opposed to county. I'm not taking anything away or saying I wouldn't be interested in county. I think you need a good judge in either position. But for me, I would think in circuit, it would be more stimulating the types of issues across the board that would come before you.
Does anyone else have any other questions? It's always tough when you see people kind of.
Certainly, yes. Yeah. Well,
Do you have anything any updates since we last saw you?
Mr. Morgan, nothing brilliant. The only thing I would want to say is that, you know, I always appreciate the opportunity to be before you. It's good to see all of you again. You know, I would just implore the commission. I know you have a very difficult job. I understand your concerns with my relationship to this community, but as I always like to highlight, you know, it's not like I'm a stranger to the community. My wife was born and raised in Ormond, graduate of Milan Senior. I was born in DeLand. We both have family and friends in the community in Volusia, as well as now St. John's. And, you know, I think that the qualifications and criteria that the Florida Judicial Nominating Commissioners Manual highlights for all of you, I believe I meet a lot of that criteria. And I'd hate for, and I'm just asking you, you know, the fact that I haven't lived here a lot, I don't think should just eliminate all the good qualities and characteristics I have. Because I know I'm tooting my own horn, and it's not easy for me to do, but it's my only shot. I mean, I know I can be the right guy on the bench that's fair, impartial, that treats everybody fairly, is patient, respectful to everyone, and I just appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. You guys have a nice day.
Ms. Matthews asked if we could take a quick break.